Hi, I'm Jennifer with Jennifer at Home, and I'm so happy you're here today because I have a list of 20 things to share, 20 ways to make your marriage last. The number one thing and the most important thing is put Jesus first. Jesus is the one who created us, and He has a plan for our lives. We put Him first, we honor Him, and we realize that we are a team together. Husband and wife, a team together. Genesis 2:18. Then the Lord said, "It's not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper, corresponding to him." The Lord created man and wife to be together and to help and support each other. Number 2, don't let others interfere. We don't want anyone else in our marriage but the two of us, so we need to keep guard and watch and make sure that we are the priority to each other and not other people. And we do not want to let relatives or friends or neighbors or co-workers, anybody like that, interfere in our marriage. Number 3, fellowship with like-minded people, people that have the same interests and desires and of course the same beliefs. Number 4, pay attention to each other. When you're in conversation, don't be looking around or distracted or of course looking at your phone. Look at each other when you're talking to each other so that way you know you have your spouse's attention and that they are listening to you. Number 5, come to find out, completing each other's sentences is not a good thing after all. Completing each other's sentences means that you're interrupting or cutting in and not letting your spouse finish what they're trying to say. After all, you're probably just guessing at what the result is going to be and how they're going to finish their thought or idea or suggestion. So let your spouse completely finish what they're trying to say, and then if you agree with them, then you can let them know. Greet your spouse every morning. It's always a great idea to say good morning to your spouse when you wake up. It starts off the day really well and really pleasant. And it's a nice idea too to ask how your spouse slept. If you ask them how they slept, it opens up a conversation to whether they had any dreams that were interesting or crazy or weird or funny, and it gets the conversation going for the day. And plus it also helps them realize that you care about them and how they're doing. Speaking of greeting your spouse, when your spouse comes home from work or you come home from work, whoever comes home second, it is always a really great idea to go and meet or greet your spouse. I always love when I go out shopping with my friends and I come home, I send my husband a text a few minutes before I get to the house and let him know I'm almost home. Not only do I usually need help with the shopping bags, but it's always so nice to see him come out and greet me, and he greets my friends, and we're always happy to see him, and then he carries the bags in. But I'm always so happy when I've been away for a day or two and gone somewhere and I come home, and I'm always so happy that he comes out to greet me. And when he comes home from work every day, I always try to hurry out and scurry to the garage to meet him when he pulls in. And if I happen to be fixing dinner and I can't break away, I still stop when he comes into the house and go over and greet him. It's really nice to give your spouse a hug or a kiss and just tell him that you've missed him during the day. It really helps with that connection and bonding. Number 8, if your spouse has a real concern or they're really worried about something or something's really bothering them, you might not think that these things are very important or that they're a big deal. However, if they're important to your spouse, then they should be important to you as well. Listen carefully and hear everything they have to say. Listen to their viewpoints and their feelings and concerns. And then ask them if there's any way that you can help or that you might be able to do something or to alleviate the stress. Just inquire and see what you can do. And if nothing else, just be supportive and be there for them and listen to what they have to say and tell them that you're there, you're available, and it's important to you as well. Number 9, never cut your spouse down or say insulting things or make fun of your spouse when you're with other people or even when you're by yourselves. It could be very hurtful to your spouse. After all, we're meant to be supportive and encouraging to our spouses and not to hurt them or make fun of them or cut them down at all. Number 10, set goals together. Take a little notebook and keep it set aside just for your goals and future plans. talk about buying a home or a car or having a family or getting a pet. All of those things are very important and need to be talked about and planned together. So have a notebook where you can pull it out and write down all of those things. If you want to write down anything about hopes and dreams or vacations or anything like that, put it in the notebook so that you can both clearly see what page you're on in the future. Number 11, set a realistic budget. Decide together how you'll tithe your income, spend it, or save it, and make sure you're both on agreement with that. Number 12 goes right along with this. Set a holiday budget. Decide together how much you'll spend on holidays and trips and vacations. Also make sure that you decide together how much you'll spend on certain gifts for each other or friends and family. Number 13, never purchase or adopt a pet or animal without the full support of your spouse. It isn't right for one person to bring an animal into the home if the other person isn't in 100% total agreement that that's the right pet and that they want to contribute to raising a pet just because you do. Number 14, help out with chores and responsibilities. You're both living together and both living in the dwelling, so therefore it isn't just one person's responsibility to take over and do all of those things. The wife isn't responsible just for the inside of the house, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, and all of that. Just as a man isn't responsible for doing all of the outdoor things and maintenance and taking care of the cars and the exterior of the house. It works out so much better if you work together as a team and you both contribute to everything that needs done. Number 15, it's the small things that really count and the small things that add up to really big things. I like to do little things for my husband and he likes to do things for me. For instance, if I get ready for bed and I'm turning the bed down, he'll go and put the toothpaste on the toothbrushes for both of us, or sometimes I'll do that, whichever one of us is there handy, or I'll set the towels out for morning so they're ready for our showers and the washcloths. We like to do all those little things for each other, and whichever one gets to it first feels really proud and honored that we have taken that responsibility to go and do those things. And it's so rewarding. If I'm fixing dinner, my husband will grab the plates and he'll set the table. Or if he's cooking, I like to jump in and clean up and do the dishes. And it just shows the appreciation. I feel so grateful and appreciative when he's fixing a meal or cooking that it's an honor for me to jump in and get the dishes cleaned up. I feel like I'm contributing and doing something back for him in reward for him fixing that wonderful meal. He is a really good cook. So keep in mind those little things, and you can do lots of other little things. Send a text to each other during the day and let the other person know you're thinking about them. I always love when my husband slips out of work for a few minutes on a little break and gives me a call and checks in, and I love to put little notes in his lunchbox. I pack his lunches, I get everything ready on Sundays. Sunday evenings, I'll put it in the refrigerator. Then the next morning, I get his lunchbox, and I usually fill the lunchbox, but I'll slip a little note or something in once in a while and tell him I hope he has a great day. And it really is nice for him to pull out his lunch and find that little special note. And often he'll take a picture with a big smile and send it to me, and he'll be holding the little note that he found in his lunchbox. So take time to slow down and do those little things that are so rewarding for each of you and so special and memorable, because it's the little things that add up to the big things. Number 16, clean up after yourself. This is a super simple, easy thing you can do, and all you need to do is just be mindful of the things that you've gotten out or used, or your laundry. Make sure you pick up jackets and shoes. Don't leave them laying around at the entry of the house. Make sure you take that extra little step and put your things in the closet or the laundry basket. If you've used dishes or cooked or made a mess in the kitchen, just take that extra minute. Rinse the dishes, put them in the dishwasher, or just run a little bit of water, put some soap in, and just wash them up real quick so that no one else has to clean up after you. After all, your spouse isn't your parent. Number 17, of course we all know it is so important to spend as much time as we can, quality time with our spouse, so make sure you set time aside for that. It doesn't take very much time at all to do something special together, whether it's just sitting down to play a game of cards or pulling up a chair outside on the patio together and just talking about your day, just showing interest and support in your spouse. And that little bit of time that you set aside for them is very valuable and very important. Number 18, friend time. Even though you're married, you still need to have friends of your own, and you still need to have time to get away and do things that you enjoy doing. Maybe there are things your spouse doesn't enjoy, but there are things that you can get away and do with your friends. It's very important to keep friendships and maintain those as well, even after you're married. When you get away with your friends and take a little break and spend a day or two, or maybe you go on a little trip, a fishing trip, a shopping trip, and you do something special like that you all enjoy and have fun together and get away and do, then when you come back and reunite with your spouse, you're refreshed and you've had a really fun time, you've laughed and done all sorts of things that you really love. But that doesn't mean you haven't missed your spouse. When you get home after your activities with your friends and you get back together and see your spouse again and greet each other, you can go home all refreshed and renewed, and you'll have a lot more conversation to talk about. You'll be able to share all of your adventures with your spouse once you reunite. Number 19, make sure you always leave time for activities and adventures. It's always great to get away on a vacation together where you can take some time to relax, try some new things or activities, maybe snorkeling or sailing, different things like that. And of course, try some new foods as well. And don't forget to schedule some time to maybe take a class together if you'd like to take a photography class or learn to paint pottery, perhaps a dancing class, maybe a salsa class. Something like that would be really fun. And these are things you can do together and you can learn together and have a really good set of memories from all of these different activities. Your spouse may have so many things going on, things that you may not even realize. They may be having stress at their job or an annoying coworker. They might be having some personal struggles. Perhaps they have an illness or they aren't feeling well, and maybe family issues. There could be so many different things, and your spouse needs your support. So be considerate of them, and especially in times of grief or sorrow. Make sure that you're supportive and you're there for them and you're considerate of whatever they have going on. All they need to know is that you're there and that you care for them and that you're supportive and they can rely on you. I really hope that these 20 things that I've mentioned and gone over are really helpful to you and encouraging and inspiring in your marriage. I appreciate you being here so much, and I really hope that you click the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.